Hi all, I know it's been a long time since I've done a video for YouTube. Sorry about that, there's been various things going on, holidays and working away, but I'm back now. I've bought a new gaming table in the time since I last posted a video, and I've temporarily set it up in the lounge. It's about the biggest room I've got to put this in. So here it is, it's set up for a battle of black powder. This is my interpretation of Quatre Bras. So there's the crossroads, and it's defended by mostly Hanoverian infantry. Um, we've got some British cavalry across the far side there, and yeah, mostly Hanoverian infantry in the middle there. We've got a British unit there coming on. Oh, that's not even focused. There we go. And some guns, some cannons there. More Hanoverians, and the 95th Rifles down this end. And facing them, we've got some French. So just over here, we've got some dismounted dragoons at the front in skirmish order. Behind them, some voltigeurs in skirmish order. Cannon, and we've got some dragoons. The light's not very good, it's a bit dull today, so that's probably why it's not focusing very well. Overall command for the French is Marshal Ney over there, and then we've got some French line infantry coming down the road. More cannons, another French line infantry, and then we finish off right at the other end, which I can't actually reach from here. We've got some cuirassiers and some more dragoons. So I think what I'll do is film sort of the end of each turn. But so I stand back a little bit, try and give you an overall look at the battlefield. So there we go. So that's not actually everything I've painted. I discovered I've got too much to put onto a battlefield. More British and Hanoverians and French. So I think I need to do some more French line infantry. But yeah, that's about it. So I'll come back and upload attach, I think, the end of each turn. So the French have to take the crossroads, and the Allies have to stop them. So this will be my first ever game of black powder, so I probably will make some mistakes, but never mind, I'm just going to run through it. Back after turn one. Hello, right, this is the end of the first French turn. So you see we've moved quite a few things down here. So I'm struggling to get around here. So the brigade on the French left here, the cannon fell back slightly, just basically to make some room to shoot. But anyway, the cavalry came round here. The infantry moved up. This infantry, I messed the order up and said just move as far as you can. And yeah, we ended up at nearly point blank range. This infantry moved up here. The cannon then had to fall back to enable it to fire across the top. This infantry unit here just changed formation amount of moves. That cannon had a pot shot at that cannon and missed. The infantry there was here, and we managed to change formation, get up there and change formation again. I think. No, only one change formation that was at the top. So we marched across there and changed formation, and then we had a pot shot at that Hanoverian infantry over there. The cavalry, the cuirassiers, got a super move straight up there and charged an artillery piece and completely destroyed it, but the artillery gave closing fire, and those cavalry over there are on 2 hits already, and they're disordered. The the red markers that are sitting behind are the disorders essentially. So there's disordered Hanoverians over here. And the other cavalry didn't move at all. Neither did that artillery piece there. So that's the end of the French first turn. So making a bit of progress up the gaming table. Kind of decided, look, because I haven't got that much French infantry. Sorry about the car going by. Not that much French infantry. If the infantry gets destroyed, it'll come back on again, just at the back of the table. So now we're into the Allies' first sort of turn, and we'll see what we can get done over here. Back after the Allied turn. Hello. Okay, this is the end of the Allied first turn. So if we come down here, a bit of a disaster this end, really. So the infantry here, we just moved up to the hedge line here. There's some infantry come up behind here. The middle pretty much stayed where it was. Actually, we moved some infantry up from behind there, and then there's some action over there. The cavalry, the lifeguards, countercharged the cuirassiers that were over there, or charged into the cuirassiers that were over there, and swept them off the field. They got the cuirassiers got mulled, basically, or mauled over there, and yeah, it's not wine, so mauled over there, and and they got completely taken off the field. So, in the shooting then, fantastic shooting by this cannon, missed them completely. This infantry unit here missed them completely. So that was not much good there. Everything else was out of range down here for the stuff in front. That cannon had a pot shot at that cannon and missed completely. Oh no, that cannon, sorry, and missed completely. The infantry up here and the cannon did quite a bit of damage into that French infantry unit there, and it's only just passed its break test, so they stay where they are. So French losses are the cuirassiers, and we've got a few. The red markers there are the disorders. So there's a couple of disordered on the British side and one on the French side, and I'm amazed they survived. But anyway, it'll now be the French turn again. So I shall come back after that. Okay, it's the end of the French turn, the second French turn. And this side of the board did marginally better. So the cavalry here, they came round back of the trees and forced these two Allied units into square. The dismounted dragoons came up and ploughed some fire into these guys, causing one hit. These guys spectacularly missed the unit in front of them. The cannon at the back here took another pot shot at this unit this time and missed. The French infantry on the road failed to move. The cannon over there had a pot shot at that infantry unit over there and missed. The infantry unit in the field there failed their orders, so didn't shoot at, well, didn't do anything. And this unit over here failed their orders. Actually, no, that unit took a pot shot again at those guys and missed. No, all the shots were saved. And yeah, these guys here just failed to move at all. So it's now the turn of the Allied guys to try and do something. So this is getting a bit of a mess down here. So I think these are going to play a part soon. I think they're probably going to move up a little bit to try and get that cavalry moving as well down the back there. We've got some disordered cavalry over there, so they're not moving anywhere this turn. But yeah, we need to kind of sort this out down here as far as the Allies are concerned. Anyway, back after the Allied turn. Okay, this is the end of the British second turn. So down here, they managed to score a couple of hits on this dismounted dragoons and cause a disorder. These guys got disordered, but the disorder comes off of these guys now. These guys, yeah, so caused a disorder there. In the middle, nothing really happened. But you'll notice now the French unit that was in that field has been destroyed. And so it's coming on again as a reinforcement. And yeah, I'm going to remove the disorder markers from those 2 units down there. And then we'll start the third French turn. So I'll come back after that one. Okay, this is the end of the French third turn. So over this side, nobody moved. The cavalry's staying where it is to keep these guys pinned into squares. These guys here, these dragoons, they shot and scored another hit here. These guys opened fire and scored another hit here and put them back disordered again. The infantry in the middle actually managed to get up the road a little bit, so that was good. This cannon over here took another pot shot at these and missed. The infantry that's just come on down the back there failed to move, and the cavalry failed to move. So that's pretty much the end of the French turn. So over to the British, or Allies, for their third turn. Right, a bit of a development in the middle here. This is not the end of the turn, but the British infantry unit that was there on the road, I was going to try and get it to deploy in line here. However, they blundered, and the results are they charged straight into the French that are coming up the road there. So in a second I shall be seeing what happens to that particular combat. So I just thought I'd come in with that little bit and I'll finish off the turn. Okay, so the results of the combat there after the blunder, the French were disordered and had 1 casualty, the British took 2 casualties, the British took a break test and they survived, they passed their break test. So that'll be an interesting fight the next round. So I'll finish off the rest of the British. Okay, British turn is finished. So, I can't remember what these guys were like now, but they're disordered with 2 casualties. These guys are disordered still. The cavalry managed to move up a little bit, and the British have occupied the field now with some Hanoverians, or the Allies have occupied the field. So really all the action was in the middle there, and nothing particularly happened this side, and we just had some troop movements over there. So French 4th turn, so we'll see if we can get those units moving over there, and yeah, see if we can batter our way through here. Right, back in a bit.